Hello everyone, welcome to Davi-tech-media, the media that shares news, trending videos, political news, gospel music as well as entertainment. I'm your host and producer, Luchimbi David. I'm here to update you with news, trending videos, political news, gospel music as well as entertainment. Join me. If you're joining me for the first time, click subscription button and hit that notification bell to be the first person to receive the video that will be produced and posted by Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, updating you.
Oh, so you're reading about COVID as well. Okay, that's mask up, I guess.
Yeah.
No,
They're not here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They're not. We have called for this press briefing today to give an update on the status of the go-slow in the country. We would like to begin by stating that as medical doctors, we are disheartened to withdraw labor at a time when the country needs us the most. This has been a difficult period for us, and we would like to thank you all that have been in solidarity with our cause. We acknowledge the Chapter 1 Zambia and other civil society organizations for their continued support and professional guidance in the release of our incarcerated member who was captured and detained for what was called a non-bailable offense. We would also like to thank you, the Fourth Estate, you the media, for broadcasting and disseminating our plight to the public. We hope to continue engaging with you as we seek a win-win situation in this crisis. We have noted with grave concern the rising numbers of COVID-19 cases in the country, a clear sign that the third wave is here. To put facts to this, we note the rising positivity rate from 1% to 8% over the last 3 weeks. It has generally been noted that the numbers of cases is rising at an alarming rate across the country. Lake Mwanawasa Hospital, for example, has a total number of 81 patients, 79 of whom are on oxygen, signifying 97.5% of patients according to the MOH update today. A total of 825 new confirmed cases out of 10,949 tests conducted, giving a positivity rate of 8%. The current trend is clear of a worsening situation with an impending strain on health facilities. On a sad note, we recorded 4 new deaths in the last 24 hours, all from Lusaka. The cumulative number of deaths currently at 1,288. We wish to note that this cumulative number includes healthcare workers, and from the current statistics, it is clear that the third wave has already started affecting healthcare workers. This is a sad state of affairs, particularly for our healthcare workers, the doctors, nurses, and other frontliners who put their lives at risk to fight this pandemic. Healthcare workers have either been infected or affected either directly through their families or friends. For this, at this point in time, may we please observe a moment of silence for our departed, including the healthcare workers. Fellow citizens, this morning, the RTZ executive had a consultative meeting with the members and the other organized associations affiliated with the Zambia Medical Association. After deep reflection and the above-wide consultation, for which as an association we are very grateful for, we wish to inform the public that as RDZ, we have decided to put the go-slow on hold with immediate effect, given the above scenario on COVID-19. However, we wish to state that this is being done despite government not meeting or fulfilling any of our demands. I'll reiterate that. It is being done despite the government not meeting or fulfilling any of our demands. Therefore, we demand the following immediate measures to be put in place as we put this go-slow on hold. An immediate halt to all harassment and threats by law enforcement officers, and a stop and reversal of disciplinary proceedings, including dismissals, charge letters, HPCZ, and other issues which have arisen as a result of the impasse. We also demand the reintroduction at a different level of the negotiations that began with the association and the ministry. Another thing we are demanding is the reverse of the decision not to pay doctors at the end of this month as pronounced by the PS for PSMD. Note that this decision of putting the go-slow on hold will be reviewed for progress at the end of 2 weeks. So as we head to the battlefront to fight COVID-19, we request that you, the public, cheer us on by hooting or clapping, ending with a thumbs up every Friday at 17 hours to 17:01 to continue encouraging your healthcare workers at the front line. God bless Zambia, RDZ for God and country. Thank you.
We were streaming live and somebody just says you are just scared of being fired.
Okay. So, what we want to put across here is that the decision was arrived at not because of personal reasons, but this is a collective agreement and which has been arrived at with the membership. These matters to do with the doctors have got nothing to do with individual problems. Thank you.
I stand to be corrected. You
have the time? You have the time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you go first.
I go first. Okay. So I stand to be corrected. Last time, I think when we carried the story as family TV, you had not yet received a letter of suspension or something like that. Have you received it? Or are you doing this because you want to be reinstated?
No, we haven't received any letter. I haven't received it personally. And as we speak, even the issue of firing, we haven't received anything official.
Yeah, what happens to the demands once they are made? Because now that you go so out, what happens? You just go on with your lives and you continue demanding for another demand. Because we believe the reason why you went and go slow is for those demands you made. Now you are going back, you are on hold. Do you think government will even look at you or consider your demands at all?
If you've been following, you'll notice that the government has been accusing RDZ of not going back on the negotiating table. So with the holding on of the go-slow, we are trying to give a chance to government so that we can renegotiate and see whether this time they are going to respond.
What's the relationship been like? It's been very antagonistic. It's like the government and RDZ have not been seen eye to eye with the government. Given the not so good relationship that we've noticed or witnessed in the past few days, what hope do you have that something positive is going to come up?
Firstly, the main reason we are holding on the go-slow is not because of the government, it's because of the patients. We've outlined the rising numbers of COVID cases, and as doctors, we are bound by duty to take care of the patients as we go on engaging with the government. However, we've reiterated that this decision will be reviewed after 2 weeks so that we look at the progress. The government has been calling on RDZ the past few days that we need to sit down on the negotiating table, and that is exactly what we are doing, because the demand was that we can't sit down whilst people are on go-slow. And we understand that the go-slow is also going to affect the patients. Therefore, we decided to hold it on and then wait for some 2 weeks, then we can review the decision.
Dr. Sampa, one more, but why now? Why now of all the years that you've been claiming you've been on? Why should you act now because you are going towards the election?
Well, what you just need to understand is that the follow-ups have been made for the past years, and now it just reached a stage where the membership felt engagements through negotiations were not yielding results.
How long has the executive been in office?
This is the 4th week now.
So, what's your word to government as we put this gospel on hold?
Well, our word to the government is that we are urging them to take advantage of this window so that we can negotiate and let the doctors have their demands. The demands are very clear. We need more than 500 doctors to be employed. We need positions for senior registrars, consultants, and senior resident medical officers. We also need the area setting in allowances and gratuities, which have been owed to these doctors for a number of years.
What happens after 2 weeks if government does not meet to your needs? Are you still going to go on go slow or you will continue?
Looking at the way the government has been extending an olive branch, we feel and we are optimistic that they are going to act. In an event where nothing comes up, membership will have to sit down and review the decision.
Okay.
Yes, I just want to this
employment. So why are they making demands for others to be employed if the employer thinks that they don't have enough to employ?
Thank you so very much for watching this video, and to Davi-tech-media. Remember, Davi-tech-media is the media that shares news, trending videos, political news, gospel music, as well as entertainment. If you are joining me for the first time, please don't forget to click that subscription button and that notification bell to be the very first person to be notified that Davi-tech-media has posted and produced a video. Thank you.
Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media. Subscribe to Davi-tech-media.